Warthog Princess, and welcome to another Vera Bradley haul. Yes, I was camping last week, but I bought a bunch of stuff the week before and I shopped some more last week. Vera did just have a sale. I did not get anything in it, which is my bad, because everything was 30% off. I think it ended last night, but I was occupied. So it's okay. It's probably good for my wallet that I skipped because I didn't miss out. I got some good deals right before that because there was a sale on select items and I had a coupon, so I was able to take advantage of that. Anyway, so the first item I got is some lounge pants. Now, these are an interesting shape to them. They are just regular lounge pants. I got the big size, so extra large, which I always get. And they do fit. They fit great. The waist is elastic and it also has a drawstring. It does have pockets, which is kind of cool. And the waist fits nice and snug. They have a little stretch to them, but they're not super stretchy like a super fleecy stretch. They are soft and fuzzy, very cozy and warm. A little bit thicker than I expected, actually. And honestly, the red is just a little bit shorter than, or less fluffy than the white. So they are two different textures, similar but slightly different. So yeah, and this is called Jacquard Fleece Pajama Pants Reindeer Intarsia Red. Yeah, so there you go. So you can see all the different shapes, very holiday-ish. Not necessarily just Christmas, but certainly wintry. Now, these are a straight leg. You can see they're straight all the way down, but they're a very wide leg. So, and I don't have skinny mini legs, but proportionally my waist and my butt and my gut is bigger than my legs. So these end up feeling like bell bottoms kind of, just because of the way that they fit me. I have no problem with that. They're comfy, cozy, soft pants to wear, and they're house pants, so I'm not wearing them out anyways. And bell bottoms are fine. Anyway, okay, so then I got these cozy slippers. These are in the large size, which fits 9 or 10. They're the frosted lace plush shimmer slippers. And I know you're not going to be able to see it super well in the video, but just moving around you can see that it does have a little bit of shimmer to them. This like silvery thing. So it's really nifty. I do like them. I don't have anything that specifically matches them, but they're so neutral. I just thought they match really well. They do have sort of a grippy, rubberized bottom. They're not really meant for outside though, to be clear. They will be a little bit non-slip. They'll give you a little bit of traction on the house, but they will wear out super fast outside. I would not recommend them for indoor, outdoor. They're not really made for that. They'll wear through. But anyway, they are super cozy, that soft, cozy Sherpa inside. They have a sort of memory foam feeling bottom to them. And they are pretty stable, not like some slippers that you slide out sideways. These ones come a little bit towards the back like that, which holds your foot nicely, comfortably in there. They also have just a little bit of a lip for the heel. So depending on your sizing, that can be great, because for me, my heel is literally right up against it. It doesn't detract from it. But if I step in it wrong, that folds forward and then I'm standing on it, and that's a little bit uncomfortable and a little bit of a nuisance, but you just have to reach down and kind of untuck it from under your heel. But my heel fits right up against it, so it becomes a little bit like a heel cup of sorts, just a little extra. So it's not like a flip-flop, it actually holds your foot in a little better, kind of, sort of, for me anyway. But yeah, so that's the slippers. And then I got a journal with pen. This is the Merry Mischief Cool, because as you know, the Merry Mischief has a dark background, but this one is light. But it's the same critters, so you get to see all the little pieces and parts to the pattern that you may or may not get to see on the small pieces that I got this in. But yeah, so it has a little elastic. They are lined pages. The pen is silver and it sits right there in the back section. There's a pen slot there. And yeah, so it's just a great little piece. I think those are really nice for like my purses and stuff. Good size. All right, then I got the Puffy Jacket, and this is in the Bedford Plaid, and it's a little bit outside my normal style, but I like it. It's a lightweight jacket. It's not going to be a heavy duty winter jacket unless you layer. That's my opinion. But like, I'm thinking snow country, I need more. It doesn't have a hood at all. It does have just a collar there, and it's reversible. The other side is just strictly black. Yeah. And I got the 2X because I'm a big girl and I had a feeling they run small. My opinion is that they do. I was hoping this would be bigger. It fits me. It fits me just right. But I cannot wear like a heavy sweater under it like I would like to. So that's unfortunate. But I can wear it normal with like regular, maybe even 2 layers of thin layers underneath it. So I still like it a lot. Unfortunately though, it's like the kind of jacket that just fits. I tend to like to have a little extra so I can suck my hands up into the sleeves and not have to put in gloves because my hands get too hot. It's a funny thing, but I don't want them to be cold, so sometimes I just suck them up into the sleeve. This one, like the sleeve fits just exactly right. It fits. So I'm really glad I got the 2X, not just because I'm a big girl, but just because of the length of the sleeves and the length of the waist. They just fit. I mean, it's a fitted jacket. That's what I'm trying to say. The zipper, of course, is reversible. It's just plain black. The one thing I don't like about it is the way the pockets are. Like, I like that they're in front of me, so I don't have to like go find them way back in my side seam, but there's no closure on them. They are just a straight slip pocket, and they seem a little bit fragile. I mean, it's just literally like this thin lining in there, and this isn't that thick either. So I just feel like if you're resting your hands in them, I feel like it's gonna rip that bottom seam. They just don't feel like they're reinforced there at all. So just be careful. I mean, I don't think it's super fragile, but they're not meant for heavy duty stuff, is all I'm saying. Other than that, the other side, the pocket, look at what's in the pocket. The freaking tag is sewn right on the end of the pocket. Like, not even sewn that it's designed to be tucked in or anything. Like, it's just always going to be sticking out. And it's not even Vera Bradley sticking out. It's the makeup and shell, 100% polyester, filling 100% polyester, see reverse for care. I don't want that sticking out. That is a terrible idea. I'm sure it was a simple place to do it, but really right there, it's going to stick out all the time, and it doesn't stay tucked. Excuse me. So that's probably my least favorite thing about it. And I probably will cut those off, honestly. Made in China. Whatever. Okay, so, but I like the jacket, and I do like the style of it and color, so that is cool. Fun. I never was really a big plaid person, but I've sure gotten a bunch of plaid lately. Okay, speaking of, here comes another piece. This is also Bedford Plaid. This is a new style of cozy throw. This is called the Cozy Life Jersey Throw Blanket. So you have your cozy side, as you would expect by the name. You have your Sherpa side. And this is relatively thin compared to the other cozy blankets. It's jersey, so it's t-shirt-like material. It's a little bit stiffer than that just because it's new and it has this, print on it or whatever. But I think it'll be really soft and comfy, and it has a little stretch to it on both sides of it. So I think that's going to be just a nice additional blanket. I do not want to give up my cozy fleece ones, but I do like having this as an additional option. Plus, it's very decorative. I mean, it's sort of a sophisticated pattern, I think, and whatnot. I don't think it's necessarily limited to a certain season, but there you go. So I really like this a lot, and I look forward to giving it a try. I think warmth-wise, it'll be about the same. We'll see, though. It does look like it has some quilting to it, so like here's a sew line. I don't know. You can't tell on the cozy side. Anyway, I like it. And this is, let's see if it says the size, 72 by 50 inches. This is regular throw size. All right, so we got that. And the totes were on sale. So I got a work tote. I am still using that work tote in Garden Dream that I moved into like 3 weeks ago. Granted, I was camping, so I really wasn't carrying it anywhere for 2 of the 3 weeks. It just sat in the trailer under the table where I can get in and out of it really easily. I really, really like that. So anyways, I bought another one because I do like the Performance Twill. This is obviously Bedford Plaid again. Clearly I was on a kick. But I thought a second one would be nice. There are things I like about it and things I don't. I will share that with you a little bit on this one. But then when we do the what's in my bag for the next iteration moving out of it, I will address some of the other things because you'll see it better with it loaded. But things I like the strap drop. They're great straps. I like that they lay flat when it's sitting down like that. What I don't like is it doesn't have a crossbody. There's no reason you couldn't put 2 loops there and put a removable crossbody strap, because that for me would make this probably my favorite tote of all my totes, honestly. Especially because you already have these big pockets that are wider than the straps. So if I wanted to use it as a crossbody or different shoulder, then I could tuck these straps in and they would be not there essentially. I mean, yeah, you see the top of it, but see how nicely it just tucks in? I mean, you're already set up for it. It just needs that strap. Yeah. And unlike the multi-strap bag, that pocket is the same on the back as well, at least that aspect of the pocket. So you can tuck in both sides. That's perfect. The multi-strap bag does have a crossbody strap, so we're sort of halfway there. But if we just added that to this, it would be great. The other thing I both like and dislike about this bag is this back pocket. It ends right here. Right here, not at the bottom, it ends right here. The reason is, I think, because this is also a trolley sleeve. So you unzip that bottom zipper, and now it's a trolley sleeve. Let me pull that strap out. So now it's a trolley sleeve, right? It's a very nice, robust, wide trolley sleeve. Great. Really nice when you want to use this as a travel bag, which it would be excellent for. Not for me, I need a bigger one, but it's great. And then when you're not using it for trolley sleeve, you can use it as a pocket. So you just zip that and you have a beautiful slip pocket. I really, really wish that Lug would adopt this on some of their bags, because it's just a nice way to get an extra pocket and make that multifunctional. And it's so simple just to add a zipper. What I don't like about it is that it doesn't go all the way to the bottom. I think they could still have that functionality, but have it go to the bottom edge. The reason that's a problem is you put anything heavy in there and it's gonna want to pull this down. And because the bottom is semi-rigid, when you put it away, you know, it has to fold up like that. So it holds that fold and it's right there. And so when I have the bag, unless you have it stuffed just right, or you train that crease out, which is a little more difficult on the Performance Twill, it wants to go back, then what happens is the bag tends to want to go like that. But if you have it stuffed, it will stand. It just always wants to kind of lean. So, c'est la vie. Not a huge deal. Sure, not a showstopper. I mean, I did buy another one knowing that, but it's just kind of annoying. Yeah. But I do need to store it flat, so that's still the way to go for me, is to fold it up and lay it flat. All right. Sorry for that noise. That was the storm alert. And another text from my stepsister. Let me put that on silent. Sorry. Nobody ever texts except when I'm videoing. No, it's not true. All right, so front you have a zipper additional to the slip part of that pocket. And you can see a little bit of the interior pattern there, which is really lovely too. Sort of like the bloom shower, but this also ties in with the bloom shower as well. Okay, inside the bag, it is very functional. It has a lot of organization, which is nice. So if you call this the front, which makes sense because there's the tag and you have the zipper pocket. On the front upper, you have right here, you have a cell phone pocket, sort of. It's not quite hidden, but kind of is, like in the upper between the zipper and the side. Phone fits great in there. On this side of the bag, you have 2 big slip pockets, which is nice. This pattern, it doesn't have an edge to it, so it is a little bit difficult to see them. That's fine. It's the same with the Garden Dream, but you can feel them when you put stuff in and out. Opposite that, so first of all, there's a center section which is your laptop compartment, if you will. It is padded on both sides. On this side of it, you have additional slips. So you have a bigger slip, a smaller slip, and then you have 2 pen slots over here as well. No, sorry, 3 pen slots. I knew there was 3. Okay, so you have a lot of organization just on this side. Then you have a Velcro tab, which is elastic, and it has to be because when you put your laptop in there, it will stand higher than the divider. But I don't know if you can kind of see. This divided section is shorter than the total bag. It has to be in order to close the bag over the laptop. But they could have just made the whole bag a little bit taller because this is a very tight fit for my laptop. Like you really have to use that elastic to get it over and use the Velcro. For what that's worth, it does fit my laptop in there. And when you're not using it for the laptop, it just becomes a divider, or you can use that as an additional pocket for organization. On the opposite side, there's nothing on the internal divider side, and on the back you have a zipper pocket that goes all the way across the back, which is nice. For your closure, you have the flap closure so that you get that extra storage laterally. It doesn't force the bag to come to a point, so you get that extra space there. But you can see that tab goes right up to the top. So if you have a very deep laptop, it may have trouble fitting in here, or it may fit and you may not be able to close the bag, and that's okay too. It's just what you prefer. So when I've been using it, I've just had the zipper open, and I just left it open sitting under the table, and I can get all the pouches that I had in it pretty easily. Yeah, but this part, you just got to keep that side full so it'll stand proper. It does have the tabbed zipper. I generally don't like these. It seems to me in many bags, it just seems unfinished. But in this case, it is necessary because it gives you that extra space to zip the zipper all the way to the end, which is what allows the zipper space to open up wider. So that is one thing. But when you're not using it, you can just tuck it inside the bag. And there you go. There is a pretty big gap on this end as well, and I'm not clear as to why there's such a gap between the end of the flap and the end of the bag. I don't think it really detracts from it. I just don't get why they stopped short. Maybe just to make it symmetrical on both ends that way, which it kind of is. But anyway, just wondering. I'm very curious about such things. So, but the work tote is a great strap drop, very comfortable to wear as a purse, and so I thought I'd add to the collection. Don't think I could wear all this with my plaid jacket. I think I'd have to flip it out. That's just a lot of plaid all at once. All right, next item. This is Bloom Shower Black. This is the packable tote. And I do already have it unpacked. We'll fold it back up in a second. But yeah, the only way to get the Bloom Shower Black, which I really like, is to get the packables. So it's the only things that it came in, really. So very limited, and I wish it came out like in the reactive as well. I like the Bloom Shower, but Bloom Shower Black's a great option. So it's a tote. It's like Vera style. It has a slip and a zip on the front. The straps are like seatbelt straps. There you go. Nice normal strap drop. And then it does have a zipper on the top as well for closure, and it is a flap with a tab pull. And you can just, again, tuck that in the end. But let's fold this up and see. Inside is, I mean, it's a robust fabric, but it's not lined. It's just straight. It's packable, so it's lightweight. It's intended to be lightweight. All right, so we get that all folded. The red thread. Let's flip it over. Okay, so the bottom of the bag is the pouch, and it will fold in half like that once we get everything into it. So let's do it this way. We'll fold the straps down the front and lay them as flat as we can. Why it doesn't want to lay down, I don't know. Just fold in the sides just a little bit so they're lined up with the pouch part. Fold the top down, maybe just in half might work. Maybe I have to go twice. It's thirds. You gotta fold it into thirds. And so now it's folded into the size of the pouch. So I just fold it in half again and zip it up around. Very easy, actually. Just fold it in thirds. And make sure you don't catch the bag in the zipper, because that would suck. This shouldn't be this hard. But it's catching the fabric in the zipper. Even with me running my thumb there. Yeah! Okay, I don't know why that was so hard, but the zipper is actually pretty smooth. But it just kind of catches. So, there's your packable tote and its pretty little self-contained pouch, which is the base of the bag. There you go. Oh, wrong way. Then I accidentally ordered 2 of the little Fawn tote in Cozy Plaid Neutral. So I got one for me and one for a gift for the holidays, which will be perfect. So that'll work out. It's not a bad thing. There's not much to pick from, like as far as pattern placement. They're all essentially the same. But it's that ginger snap, soft, cozy thing that they made the pullovers from, and the vest, and the booty slippers. Those are really cool. And then the rest is embroidery. It's a real high quality embroidery. The eye, the outline, the scarf, the tail, and all the flowers on the bottom. It's all embroidery. And there is some metallic threads as well in the bottom. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that much, but there's sort of some accents with silver threads. So it's really cool. Anyways, it's really cool. The only thing that I don't like about totes like this that have the things on the front, I mean, they're lovely and the straps are fine, but they don't have a pocket, and that's okay. You don't want it to interrupt the front. I mean, this is fine, but I don't see why they can't put a pocket on the back. I said the same thing with the Harry Potter one with the HP on it. And I mean, this says VB, so technically that could be the front anyways, so it gives you the option. You could use that, or you can have this, but either way, you could still have your slip and zip pocket, even without the straps there. Yeah, I just think. Or you could have the straps outside like normal, because even though this side's not that way, I don't think it detracts. Anyways, I like to have my outside pockets, and so I feel like I'm missing out. And just to check, because I missed it before, no, there's no secret side pockets on this either. But there is a secret top pocket, which is not super secret, but up here in the edge of that side, you do have your cell phone pocket right in the top edge of the bag, between the straps, and it is magnetic. Not all of them are, but this one is, so that's nice. Inside, there's a look at your interior print. It's just some purple flowers, and then it's nice that they trimmed the slip pockets with the exterior plaid, just so you can see the edges. So there's 6 pockets. There's 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3. Standard Vera tote configuration. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this back here. Normal straps, everything's pretty. So that is that. And then I also got the Clamshell Cosmetic to go with it, because I always like to have at least one matching cosmetic type bag for my big totes. This is an interesting one. A couple reasons. One, I think it's super cute with the critters. You got your raccoon and your little sleeping fawn, and they're sitting on these beds of flowers. It's just very pretty, really nice embroidery on there, and it goes great with the plaid. Same interior as the tote. But this is sort of what I would say is a medium clamshell. The one that originally I fell in love with was about 2/3 the height and probably the same width. And that was the little blue velvet one that I fell in love with. They also have it as the one piece in the 4-piece cosmetic is about the same. But then they came out with the velvet ones in the wine colored one, the mulled wine or something like that, and black. So those velvet ones, and those were bigger. They were bigger than this. And I think really too big for what I wanted them for. I totally can use them. They're not too big to be used. They're great. They're just not for what I thought, because I was liking that little size that was perfect. But this was in between the two sizes, so I really like that about it. I think this is a great size. I do like the clamshell style because the zipper comes all the way down the edge, but it doesn't like lay flat, so it has its own sort of built-in gusset, if you will, and it does zip down, and it does have an actual physical gusset in there. But they stand, but yet because of the way they unzip, look at, you can get totally inside that bag and see everything that's in there. So that's great. And this one, look how big the base of this sucker is. It is huge. So now you're not gonna be able to hold that much. It's not cubical. It does come together at the top, but yeah, if you're putting small stuff in here, you can put a ton of stuff in there, or big things that are laying down. It is totally plastic lined, so you could really do a lot with this. And I do think it's such a fun little size, and yeah. So there you go. And then to store it flat, I just fold it in on the back and just lays flat. There you go. And that is the end of the Vera Bradley haul this time. Thank you for watching. I hope you're doing well. Have a great week. Washi washi.